Let's get it.
Okay, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash.
Double honor to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutation, I came out there that puts this word of truth and its sincerity. We are here another week bringing out this truth on the highways and the byways. Right now, we out of season, but it's not that bad. The weather is good right now. It's not that bad. It's going to get windy later, but we're going to deal with it. There's a lot of things going on in the news right now, whereas Russia's being accused of launching an ICBM missile, non-nuclear warheads that had 500 megatons, so they say.
Yeah, so that ICBM missile information came out by Kiev,
Good.
which is Ukraine. Russia later came out and said, no, they're not intercontinental ballistic missiles, which I said before Russia released it, because why would you use intercontinental ballistic missiles?
Ukraine's right there.
And Ukraine is right there. You use long-range missiles. So they came out saying, look, it's inter-range missiles, inter-range ballistic missiles. Now, these missiles didn't have nuclear warheads on them, right? But Russia was pretty much showing you, like, look, if we wanted to,
We can nuke you.
we could nuke you and just... But every time Vladimir Putin goes to drop payloads in Ukraine, he tells them where he's going to land and he tells the people to evacuate. So when you look into these, if you wonder why there's no casualties, it's because guess what? Ukrainians and Russians, they're the same fucking people, man.
He don't want to kill Ukraine. He said this over and over again. I don't want to have casualties on my hand. This is about annihilating the Nazis that's running Ukraine. Because going back to the 1940s, who was the Ukrainian side of it? They were siding with the Nazis. You got to understand this history, man. Another thing that's going on with Vladimir Putin is holding total restraint on what's going on over there in Ukraine. He could have been annihilated, but I mean, let me just say this before we bring up these scriptures, because we got to measure the times. The reason why this is in response of the United States allowing the Ukraine government to use ATACMS and long-range missiles to go deep inside Russia. How about Russia shoot missiles over here in America, deep inside America?
Right, and they've had those ATACMS the whole time for the war. They had them over a year.
Yeah, but they never used them.
But they used them, but they weren't able to use them into Russian territory. So they were using it as defense, shooting those ATACMS missiles from Lockheed Martin into different parts of occupied Ukrainian territory. So Russia occupied certain parts in Ukraine, and this was supposed to be in response because Russia had North Korean troops join the Russian army, right?
Yep.
The Russian infantry. But those missiles that were shot, those ATACMS missiles, they were supposed to hit a ammo payload, ammunition stockpile area.
Yeah, where they said that. Well, they said a couple of missiles.
They sent 6.
Hit 6 missiles. They said it allegedly hit a stockpile of missiles on a train coming from a boat, I think it was.
Well, 5 was destroyed. One blew up, and it fell and caused a fire. But there was no casualties.
But they were saying that it allegedly hit a port that was bringing in North Korean ammo. Stockpiles to help Russia, which was a lie.
Bullshit,
you know, you can't even believe in. You can't believe in the media. You have to go to the alternative media to get your information. Even then, you got to be suspicious on.
Yeah, you got to
getting it from.
Right, and you got to use sort of common sense, right? Because you have S-400s. These are come on, you're not gonna, But also, this is why I say a lot of it seems like theater, is because when you're at war, you don't announce what you're gonna do.
Exactly, you just
like,
do it.
Look what Israel does. Israel just bombs the shit out of them Palestinians. They don't say we're just gonna bomb you. Or even this, Israel say we're not gonna bomb you and then bomb you.
Yep.
You don't be like, we're gonna attack you this and then have people prepare. A lot of that shit is theatrics. Why? To get people hyped up and ultimately to get this aid. To get money. A lot of money is being laundered through this situation. We must aid Ukraine. We must aid Ukraine.
To show people evacuating, moving all scared,
but they
video all that. It's like you said.
A lot of that shit is bullshit.
A lot of
bro.
that shit is Photoshop and put together, edited and put together. Cause those be pictures of people took 4 or 5 years ago.
That's just like the C-19 thing.
Cut.
Just like the C-19 thing. Because check it out, bro. That war has been going on for 2 years. It's lost. It's been lost. You know what I mean? When I say lost, I mean you're not going to get those territories back that Russia seized, right? However, before this administration changed, because what? Trump said he's going to be anti-war. He's not going to be funding the military-industrial complex, right?
But that's what he says now.
That's what he says. But guess what? The military-industrial complex, they got to get theirs. So that 5.4 billion aid that's going to Ukraine, guess what? That's to cover those missiles. Put it right back in Lockheed Martin's pockets. Joe Biden and Zelensky, they get money. That shit ain't for the Ukrainian people, bro.
Bring out that scripture.
Yeah. This is 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
And that's what we're doing, man. That's what we're bringing out news that we have gathered from different sources that's reliable, that makes sense. We measuring the times and we equating it with the scriptures. We manning with the scriptures and we bringing that to you so y'all gonna understand what's going on.
Yeah, the scriptures tell us that the chip has to be mandated first before World War III.
So we know it's not gonna be no World War III.
It has to start in the Middle East, not Ukraine.
Exactly.
Remember a couple years ago they did the same shit with North Korea. China, North Korea, World War III. Remember they was doing that shit?
Yeah, but that's all propaganda to get people, to get the masses scared, to get on board to what they want. That's why we measure the times, and what we do is we bring out certain events that happen and we marry with the scriptures. Right now, all this is happening. They're trying to amp it up that see now, it's a total stage, and it's staged totally in its hypocrisy because the United States allow the Ukrainian government to hit harder, deeper to Russia, but now Russia allegedly, which they didn't, they use short-range missiles capable of carrying multiple nuclear warheads to hit these targets.
Yeah,
No
plus,
casualties.
if the United States didn't want Russia in Ukraine, then they wouldn't have exited Ukraine.
Exactly.
Because remember that Joe Biden was the one that pulled NATO and American troops out of Ukraine, and that gave Russia to start this whole border crisis situation. Right now, check it. If they had left anybody, NATO or American troop, if Russia kills one American or NATO member, all NATO goes to war. That's Article 5 of the NATO agreement. You hurt one, you gotta hurt us all.
And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get Russia. They're trying to get Russia to do something drastic so they could, okay, now everybody's coming in. We're gonna overthrow Russia. The thing is, when Russia lost its superpower status in 1991 when they collapsed, they were trying to keep up with the American government. America keep on printing money, and they was in a nuclear arms race. And they lost the arms race and they collapsed. But now, they had, all right, Russia's out of power. We the sole superpower now. But Russia came back, and once Vladimir Putin came into power, Russia came back up into prominence.
That dude's a pure nationalist, bro.
He was the head of the KGB. So he came up into prominence, and now they're like, okay, this dude is doing this, he's doing that. So now we gotta stop this guy. We gotta see some kind of way to raise war on this guy.
Yeah, well, that's how you bleed Russia's economy, because you start that skirmish over there between Russia and Ukraine, but it's not to end the war. It's to bleed them.
It's to bleed them. But
it's
guess
to bleed
what?
them because Russia's GDP is what, 2 trillion,
But guess what,
2.4 trillion.
But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
All the sanctions that they put on Russia, it didn't hurt them. It helped them. What it really did was hurt the American government and hurt the NATO governments, like such as Germany. And then Biden blew up the Nord Stream pipeline.
So I mean,
That
Russia.
crippled Germany's economy. So Russia, yeah.
So Russia and its allies have made them more tighter, more stronger.
And what happened was, it's benefiting Russia over there, because you have people that's going over to Russia. What's this guy named Tucker Carlson? He went over to Russia to interview Vladimir Putin. He said that them people over there, they ain't hurt by them sanctions, man.
Yeah, the thing too, also, you have people in Russia that said Vladimir Putin was the man 2 years ago, but now, because that same Hitler-Trump shit they saying about Trump, Hitler-Trump, they're doing the same with Putin. He's Hitler, why? Because there are casualties that's happening from this war. So people want it to end. So they're like, this is what I'm saying. Let's see how this plays out. This is why I'm saying this dude Trump, when he gets in there, he could be played up as a savior. Because you got people right now in Russia that was once heavy Putin and they're like, yo, why are we still doing this war? We want this shit to end. This guy Putin says, I'm not budging until I work with Trump. So let's see how that plays out.
And also, you got to understand this too, that Vladimir Putin is showing heavy restraint on what he's doing.
Right.
Because, like you said, he wanted to work with Trump, and he's trying to hold back, because he could have just ended this war. That war could have ended 2 years ago. That's how powerful Russia's military is, man. But with the aid from Russia, with the aid from the United States, France, Germany, Great Britain.
Ukraine is very poor too, bro.
Yeah, but-
Their GDP is horrible,
Yeah,
bro.
but guess what though?
GDP per capita?
They're getting,
Like 5,000, bro.
bro, you getting millions of dollars pushed in, billions of dollars.
Yeah, but that's
pushed
not
in
going
from
to the Ukrainian government.
I know it's not.
going
It's
to the oligarchs.
It's going to the oligarchs. It's going to Zelensky's pocket. That's why this dude became rich. He got mansions in Florida. He got mansions in Hawaii. This dude got mansions all over the fucking United States, all over the world. You know, because what he's doing is pocketing that money. Let's get this right here, scripture again.
All right. This is 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass,
And we seen part of the signs pass. We seen floods in Spain, floods in France. We seen earthquakes in diverse places. We seen upwards of the people. We hearing of wars. We see we seeing wars. We hearing of rumors of wars. All these things is coming to pass, man. So we seeing the signs, man. We telling y'all.
I could say something too, Ak.
Go.
A thing that came out of this whole thing that moved the prophetic needle was that Russia issued a new doctrine. That new doctrine being, if a non-nuclear nation or non-nuclear state is threatening Russia and going to war with Russia and being aided by a nuclear state, we'll take it as a nuclear threat.
Exactly. And we going and they changed their nuclear doctrine. That's what Russia did. See, this is what's happening, man. And we telling you, we know through scripture. Because the Apostle Tahar always bring out that nothing is going to happen until they institute that mandatory chipping of the whole masses of the people, man. Revelation 13 and 16. It's not going to happen. No World War III is going to happen until everybody's mandatorily chipped out here, man.
And then Trump with Dr. Oz, which was heavy on the chip, right? When he was on the Oprah show, he mentioned there's a clip of Dr. Oz showing you the chip and saying how this is good to benefit, all that type of stuff.
Yep.
So you got him and you got the guy that does the chips,
That's
Elon
right.
Musk.
Elon Musk. Exactly.
All it takes is one big black swan in this shit. Hey, what's that quote? You can have decades where nothing happens. And you can have weeks where decades happen.
That's right. And hey man, that's what we telling you. We here to be pouring our heart out to y'all. But only the elect is going to listen because pursuant to
Isaiah 9 and 6?
Isaiah 6 and 9.
6 and 9, pardon me.
That the 2/3 they're not going to get this, man, and they're going to remain in that state of being dumb and confused until the Most High destroy this place, man. Yeah, bro.
That's right.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna read it again. He answered me. Second Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
That's what we do.
And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, all right, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And he's visiting the world by these different earthquakes, upwards of the people, these different floods in Spain, these different floods in France, earthquakes in diverse places. He's visiting the world by the way of upwards of the people. See, we understand these things, yeah, bro.
Yep. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
That's right. And now we are telling you, declaring these things that we have learned through the Spirit, through our apostles, and we bringing it up to you. Whether you able to take heed, pursuant to Ezekiel 3 and 17, whether you will forbear what we saying. That's up to you, man. Because we already know, soon as Zechariah 13 and 8, 2/3 of you going to be put to death, man. You're all going to bow down to the slaughter. We are here looking for the hopeful elect. And the apostles, from the apostle Tahar on down, always bring out this. We only looking for the hopeful elect. It's only the elect is going to be delivered out of this destruction. Yeah.
Let me keep going.
I got something after that.
Huh?
I got something after you finish.
Come.
All right. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end.
Yeah, see, every empire that has a beginning, but every empire comes to an end. And we're at the end of this devil's empire. Last week the apostle brought out how Donald Trump is going to celebrate 250 years of America being existent, being a superpower. But guess what? After 250 years, every nation that ruled was in a decline. Every empire that ruled, it didn't go past over 250 years.
Scriptures in Lamentations 3:37 says, "Who is he that said cometh to pass, that the Most High commandeth him not?"
Exactly.
Donald Trump, you don't even know if you're gonna be here tomorrow.
So you somebody you're going to celebrate some 250 years of America being in existence, being a superpower. How do you know you don't croak? Because you up in age. How do you know if you won't croak? How do you know the Most High won't take this spirit?
You get whacked.
Or you get whacked. They tried to whack you a couple of times. That could have been stage 2. Who knows, man? We just measure the times and see things do having an eyes out, man. We just bring it out to y'all. Come on, get bro.
And the end is manifest. All right. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs.
And we see that these signs are coming to pass, showing you that we're at the end of Esau's rulership.
Oh, yeah.
Esau is the end of the world, pursuing the second Ezra 6 and 9, and Jacob is that was following, man. So we see these things. We here to tell y'all. We see it, and we happy about it. We're excited about it, man.
Yeah, bro.
I don't get scared when I see certain things happen, but I know that nothing is going to pop off fully until the Lord allowed Esau to mash chip everybody.
And the scriptures tell you none of these shall fail, right? In the book of Isaiah 34:16, reading these prophecies. So if World War III was just to kick off like that, then what about the prophecy with the chip? That would fail. So these prophecies has to come to pass. What the Lord is doing is staging a lot of things. Now this is the book of Romans 13 and 11. It says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep."
That's right. Knowing the times that we living in, we shouldn't be spiritually asleep, not knowing what's going on, man. But that's the 2/3 that broke by, and we don't have the sign now because I left it in my trunk in my car because I had no, brother, he got a lot of stuff in his trunk, so I didn't want to bring it. You know what I mean? But they would walk by, they would see the sign, they just keep it moving, and only the Lord knows what they're saying in their head. But read that again, Baba Kashan.
Because you just mentioned the measure of the times. It says Romans 13 and 11. "And that knowing the times, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep."
Out of that spiritual slumber that you in. Because it's only gonna be detrimental to your health, man. Because you walk by talking shit. You walk by not understanding what we out here doing. Because the most I got you spiritually blinded, man.
Part of that sleep is the American dream.
And you under them curses, because most I said in Deuteronomy, I think it's it's 28, I think it's like 24, 25, you're gonna grow like blind men. Roughly paraphrasing that scripture. Man. So a lot of you don't even know what's going on out here, man. That's where you're gonna get caught up. You're gonna get caught up hard, man. And the Lord appointed 4 kinds of deaths for you people out there, man. Jeremiah 15, verse 1 down to 3, man. Yeah, bro. You got more?
I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it.
Okay, so like again.
It says, "And that knowing the time, that now is a high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe."
That's right. Our salvation is nearer than we believe. It's only going to take, like the priest always come out and say, it's going to take one black swan event to change everything, man. And we seen decades of things happening in weeks. Like the brother always been bringing that quote up for the past 2 weeks, man. Are you want to say it again, brother? So
Yeah, Vladimir Lenin, right?
Yeah.
He said, I don't know if his first name is Vladimir, but Lenin said, you could have decades where nothing happens, and you could have weeks where decades happen.
That's right. So within these weeks that's been passing by, decades have been happening, man.
Oh yeah.
Decades have been happening.
Bro, it's
the
like
economy's bro.
Oh, bro, it's like I'm trying to do a show on something, and then something else just pop up.
Exactly.
It's like,
so you got to be a various topic, you know what I mean?
Man.
Because there's so much to talk about, man.
and it was like that his first term too, man. There's a lot of political shit going on, so Scott Nero be turning shit up, man. Let's do it.
He's turning it up, and then I know he's going to turn it up even more this time because he's talking about deporting the migrants, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He talking about doing a lot of things.
War on the cartels.
Yeah, going war with the cartels that's bringing over drugs over here. He's doing, and most of them cartels, are smuggling migrants over here.
He's going after the alphabet people.
This
is a bunch of shit, bro.
So it's just a lot of things that's in one bag, boiled up in one bag, and give it to you to serve on a platter. Everything is on one plate.
He wants to make the United States the Bitcoin stockpile of the world.
Yeah.
So he's going heavy on crypto.
So
that's that digital currency, man. It's lit,
There's
bro.
a lot of things happening right now, man. That's why you should be measuring the times. That's why you should be out here, you know, being smart about what's going on, man.
Yeah.
And not being like an ostrich.
I'll take one out here, brother.
And not being like an ostrich with your head in the goddamn ground and your ass up in the air.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're being ostriches, man. Shalom.
You want a tea?
I'll take you one shot, bro. Yeah, sure. The water, brother. Yeah, man.
I got something after. I got to
I
finish.
got verse 12.
Okay.
It says, the night is far spent,
The water.
the day is at hand.
Yeah, the night is far spent. The day is at hand. The night is Esau's kingdom, man. The day is our kingdom, man.
The nighttime is when you sleep.
Exactly. And
So nighttime ain't no time to be sleeping.
exactly. And you in the nighttime, you knee deep into Esau's kingdom. You know, and right now, a lot of these jakes out here is looking to celebrate this upcoming pagan festival next week, and from there, the pagan festival of Christmas, and then New Year's.
I was just about to. This camp related, so I was just about to ask a brother, could we go out on that day?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Day, you know what I mean?
I mean, you know,
Nighttime is when you knock the fuck out like now.
Yeah.
You know, you have something called a circadian clock. When you have, you know, I know when I used to work overnight, even when I slept, bro, during the day a lot, my body would naturally just want to fall asleep.
yeah.
So the apostle's saying, look, that nighttime shit is over. There's too much shit going on for you not to be asleep. This is not.
The time for you to be, you know, not being on point of what's going on.
Yeah,
right now,
I
man.
remember the apostle said they was out there for like 10 years at one point and nothing was happening.
Exactly. Now everything
But-
is happening.
Exactly. So this is not that time. It says the day is at hand.
That's right. The day is at hand where we should be awake and being on point to what's going on around the world, man.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff happening with the economy, with these bulls.
You know that, man, brother, I don't know what to do a lesson on. You can't say that shit now.
There's too much things
You
happening.
cannot say that shit now, bro.
Or then you, I hate to say it, or you link up with brothers that have information or whatever.
Yeah. Bro, it's
Information-
too much.
that's-
It's too
that's
and-
anything
yo,
wrong?
you know what too? Speaking of Black Swan, Elon Musk buying Twitter was a fucking Black Swan event because,
Now it's this everything is on it, man.
bro, you could get. So you know, back in Trump's first term, when I was getting into this politics shit, I had to watch Fox and then CNN. On X, you see them both. Yo, I never seen no shit like that. Normally it's like one lean inside. So in other words, you got people on X saying fuck Elon Musk, and he lets everything fucking go on there, and that right there changed the tide of everything because people are not relying on legacy media at all. People are saying, look, now I have TikTok so I can see what the hell is going on, and this thing on X, because remember X, when it was Twitter, it was left leaning, it was pure Democrat. It was just they banned a lot of people. They banned Alex Jones, they banned Trump. The fucking sitting president of the United States got banned on a platform.
They fucked it up by doing that, because now people got more curious. Like, what are you hiding?
Check this out, bro. Check this out. They took him off X and they took him off Facebook as well.
Facebook, yeah.
A lot of those things you see him right now, Donald Trump speaking, was from 2002. He posted it on Rumble. Now, when he came out of that Madison Square Garden event with John Jones, he came out with who? He came out with Musk, and he also came out with Alex. I forgot his last name. The guy that started Rumble. Now, I want to get into this. Remember, I always say this whole politics thing and it being scripted is not scripted like the WWE. Like, in other words, Kamala Harris and some of these politicians truly hate each other is what I'm getting at, right? It's more like Game of Thrones. It's more like Succession. It's more like Billions, right? Now, check this out, bro. This dude, Trump, the first time, he didn't understand the game. He was getting run around by Mike Pompeo. He was getting run around by Mitch McConnell. These so-called, like, a lot of people think like a lot of shit that he wanted to get done was stopped by so-called Democrats. No, a lot of it was stopped by Republicans.
People that was in this circle.
People that was in the circle. Now, check it out. This is what I'm saying. This guy's learning the game of the Game of Thrones. He's playing it. This is what he does, right? And he fucked them up this whole campaign with it. He knows he's gonna say something triggering. He knows the left is gonna run into it. But this is what he does. It's a trap. I'm gonna say something, but it's something I never did. You get it? So this is what he'll do. He says something like, you see that whole shit with the cop, right? He say, yo, cops need immunity, right? He knows what that means, that cops already have immunity. Meaning, in a civil case, they won't get personally sued. The cop, right?
Yeah.
MSNBC will then, or the left will say,
Spin it.
will spin it and say, oh, they want to kill, right? He wants cops to do this and that, right? But guess what now? Now they could go on X, now they could go on TikTok, and they could look it up and say, wait a minute, he didn't say that.
This is all bullshit.
This is all bullshit. And what that does, discredit you. I'll give you another example.
Smart.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you another example.
The people, but it also gives credibility to
Trump. He played it so smooth. I'll give you another example. I'm gonna protect them whether they like it or not. Oh, wait a minute. He said he's gonna tell women what to do? No, when you look it up, he's going into the border situation. But then the left is gonna say, oh, that has to do with abortion. But guess what? People are now gonna go to X, go to different sources and say, wait a minute. They lying again. This dude Donald, and he did that the entire fucking campaign.
They use the media to bewitch the people. People don't understand that.
Yeah, but I'm saying this is what he did. He played it. He played it so smart. Look, I'm gonna drop a clip. I know they're gonna run with it. I know they're gonna spin it because that's what they did on him the first time, and they got him good with it. But this, he said, they're gonna spin it. But now we got Elon. Now we got X, and now people are gonna look shit up, and that's gonna discredit the left. And guess what happened? During the election, X became the number one. You can look this up yourself. The number one source of news during the election. And now guess what? MSNBC, CNN, they're going under. They're going under, bro. Like literally, Comcast says we don't. Comcast is trying to sell them, and Elon Musk might buy it. They're joking about that. That's chess right there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's chess right there, bro.
He used that. He used because Trump was always a media whore. He used the media to his advantage because he know how to play the media.
The first time around,
they had him.
They was fucking him. They was kept clipping him
because he didn't know how politics really truly work and how the media.
It's a dangerous, how house of cards, bro.
Yeah, how the media could be against you, but at it they for you and spin shit. But now he knows. So now, and that's why that was one of the main reasons why X.
That's the Black Swan.
Was one of the main reasons why he got reelected, man. Because all that news is on. I see what you're saying. I'm like, damn, this shit is deep.
You could see, bro. You could type in shit like JFK assassination.
It's gonna show you.
It's gonna show you. Bro. I don't even want to use Google and shit like that because
it's gonna show you how the driver turned around
and shot them.
Boom.
And they're gonna show you a clip of Jordan Maxwell telling you that gun was a suppressor. It wasn't a bullet, and it had some particular poison in it, and that's why they had to switch his brain.
Toxins. They had fish toxins in
there. You could not find it on YouTube,
bro. They took his brain. Why was his brain missing?
Back up because the fish toxins. The fish toxins used like the brothers mentioned.
They have fish toxins and things like
That's
that.
How come?
And they use a gun now like government assassins use. They use it with some type of.
It wasn't a traditional gun with a blunt. It was because remember he got shot in the throat.
That's why he grabbed his throat.
Yeah, and then when he turned around and boom. But that's what I'm saying. You could never find that on YouTube.
It's not gonna be there.
You can't find it on Google. But now this dude X, that shit is like, and now Elon Musk, we brothers is all we talking, but we just bringing stuff out. Yeah. Elon Musk, what's his vested interest into getting Trump in? Well, one, the Most High is playing the Game of Thrones himself, right? We got to get this chip thing set up, right? But a lot of it too is money.
Revelation 13 and 16.
A lot of it too is money. If you look at Tesla stock has been rising. Why is that? Because Trump want to put tariffs on non-American vehicles. If you notice, like let's say this, right? A lot of people here have BMWs and Mercedes-Benz. You can't buy a Jeep or a Ford in Germany because they put 100% tariffs on American vehicles. So this is how come if China was to send their EV vehicles here for like 10K, it would completely collapse Tesla. Just like he's with it because it's far cheaper. Just like he mentioned in just like he mentioned in 1998, he said Japan brought all their Toyotas and stuff like this, and it completely wiped us the fuck out. We should be putting tariffs on them. So he's gonna put and less regulation. So it's a lot of quid pro quo happening. I'm gonna do you this favor, that favor, but I'm telling you, that dude buying X, so far in the truth, I've never seen something like that. Normally, when you have a platform like that, it's something like Rumble. It's very small.
That shit is large, bro.
This thing is large, and you have other countries that wanted to ban it. So just what JD Vance said. JD Vance said, you ban. He told Europe. He told the EU. You ban X, we leave in NATO. They had to keep it up. Brazil had to reinstate it. So that's what I'm saying. That shit right there taking over Twitter and making it X and opening up the
That was a
floodgate.
big major test move.
That was a black swan, bro.
And it was strategic how he did it.
You had that dude, Alan Lichtman. Alan Lichtman was a professor that predicted 9 of the 10 elections perfectly. Perfectly, right? He said Joe Biden was going to win. And when Joe Biden dropped out, he still said Kamala was going to win because he had these 13 key factors. You didn't fucking count on this guy buying X. That was a black. That shit threw it turned the tide, bro.
Because all right, we see that Kamala was going on, and the reason why a lot of these women was sore, and a lot of these women was throwing tantrums. You seen one chick, she was throwing herself on the floor. Husband was filming it. Stop filming me! I'm filming you acting childish. She got up and tried to run and ran right into the corner of the wall. Boom, and knocked herself out. Why? Because these women wanted, because that feminist crap that these women was riding on, had Kamala Harris won, forget it, bro. Forget it. These women have been so proud. I mean, now they got the 4B movement.
And the nigga woman is so stupid because who has the #1 abortions?
The nigga
The
woman.
nigga. So it's not to help you black people. It's to make sure more you black people die. So-called black people.
That's right.
They don't even see it that way.
Can you get Isaiah 32:9?
And I got something for you real quick, Ak. Matthew 12:25 says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
That's right. And look at this. And this kingdom is divided. The Democrats are divided against the Republicans.
You got certain Republicans. You got certain Republicans that are MAGA and certain Republicans that are Republicans.
Yeah.
Because you have MAGA Republicans are not Zionists, but you have Republicans that are Zionists. That's just crazy, bro.
Majority of the Republicans are Zionists.
You have to be.
Exactly.
You have AIPAC.
Exactly. Majority of not all the Democrats are Zionists because you got AIPAC.
Yeah.
And,
The last one that tried to come against Israel, we were just talking about. He got his brains blew out.
Exactly. And
AIPAC spends $200 to $300 million a year to make sure that AIPAC is a lobbyist group. They make sure that there's different legislations being passed in Congress to support Israel.
Exactly. And every president that come into power is pro-Israel. Why? Because they fund Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the politicians that's in America, that's in the government of America, they so-called they kikes.
Mm-hmm.
So majority of the politicians that's in politics in America, they kikes.
Now you had that dude, Matt Gaetz. Remember the guy that Trump appointed as his Attorney General, Matt Gaetz?
Okay.
And he recently had to step down. That dude was not sponsored by AIPAC.
Exactly.
And there's a video of him going into who killed Jeffrey Epstein. He was saying there's a particular organization. He was going to go into the Mossad. Pretty much that's what you hinting at.
Okay.
He was going to go after the insider trading that goes on in Congress, right? Bro, when Trump picked him, people couldn't believe it because it's like, yo, this guy's about to really shake shit up. But guess what? As soon as he got picked, the day after, statutory rape.
He raped. Yeah, they start bringing out scandals on them.
Yeah, but none of those scandals was true. Because
but it's still a public perception.
But what they do
that
is
kills you, right?
character assassination. But the reason I'm saying none of that shit is true is because if you have dirt, you release it.
Exactly.
This guy would have been indicted already if he's statutory rape. But you know what they wanted to do? This is why Trump had. This is what I think. This is what I personally think. I think Trump used that guy as a bait to see which Republicans the Senate so-called is truly with him.
Truly with him and against him.
And you had only in the House Senate, only 4 Republicans weren't with Matt Gaetz because they know if Matt Gaetz get in, that dude before he got in that position was talking about the insider trader going on, all that type of stuff, and he's not backed by AIPAC. So Trump put him out there because he knew that was stirred apart like crazy, but it showed which Republicans this time is really with him and who's not. So the 4 Republicans that turned it down, number 1, Mitch McConnell. That's not surprising because Mitch McConnell, he used to be the House Speaker.
Zionist.
But he used to be the House Speaker. He's not anymore. He gave it to somebody named John Thune. So what I think happened was I think Mitch McConnell said, look, I'm going to be the fall guy. I'm going to take it. They already know I don't fuck with Trump. These 3 went, but it's showing you, okay, who's not with it. Because think about it. As soon as he stepped down, literally the very same day, Trump was like, okay, I got my new AG. So it was a chess move. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to see who's really with me. I'm going to put this fucking guy out there that was stirred apart like crazy. Let me see who votes it down. So it's a lot of House of Cards shit being played. Like real life, like you think like a real life House of Cards is being played right now, bro.
And we
He's
see
playing them, though. Like,
See.
when he retreated, he just went into recess. That 4 years he was
He was
out.
just
went
plotting,
into
bro.
resource, and he checked it. He a businessman.
No,
so he
yo,
just
bro,
check-
this guy was fucking studying because the moves he's making now far different than the moves he did
made as a rookie.
He didn't know. He didn't get it.
He didn't know. He didn't know that he could. He was trying to do certain things that they was telling him. You know, see, because when he got in the office, a lot of shit he said he was going to do on the first term, that dude came to him, and the White House was like, listen, man, this is what's really going down. All that shit you was saying, this is really going to happen.
There's certain things he got done, and there's a lot of things he wanted to get done that didn't get done. I'll give you an example. Remember when they shut down the government?
Yeah, cut.
That was because he wanted. So why did he shut down the government?
Another thing, real quick, another thing that Donald Trump wanted to do was release the Kennedy assassination, the information on that.
Mm-hmm.
But they came to him because he was talking to Judge Napolitano.
He couldn't do it because Mike Pompeo. Remember, Mike Pompeo was the former head of the CIA.
I was about to tell you. Now,
And the Secretary of Defense at the time.
He was telling George Napolitano that he was going to release the papers and that he was going to pardon Julian Assange.
Yeah.
But that didn't come to pass. They was like, you ain't pardoning this dude and you ain't releasing shit.
Cause that's above.
You gonna be Kennedy.
Well, the thing is, the president can say something, but it has to go through the House.
Exactly.
So this is what he wants. Because people are like, oh, the Republicans have the House, they have the Senate. They did it before. He had it before. He had in 2018, I think 2017, 2018, it was all Republicans. He had it. A lot of shit he wanted to get done didn't get done.
Because they're all Zionists. You got to understand that. They're all Zionists, and you said, he played his cards right this time. He hired that dude and to see who's going to be with him and who's going to be against him. Then the dude stepped down. Now he got somebody else.
Yeah, they were saying that now they don't have no dirt on him per se with him, because if you did, you'd have been locked up, right? But what they can do is they can hinder you. In other words, I want my attorney general as soon as I get in, he's already wrapped up in the courts and shit. So he's just like, I stepped down, and they already got this chick, Pam Blondie, I think, or Pam Bondi.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was a former attorney general in Florida.
Can I ask a question? Could Trump be like, all right, you're not on the forefront. I'm gonna have you like be in a background, and you could just be like giving like you.
Absolutely. That's what he said. That's what Matt Gaetz said. He said I'm gonna still be helping the government, but I'm gonna have a different role. So
he's gonna be playing the background. Just
it's like
because he gave up his seat. Yeah. He gave up his seat in the House. As soon as he got appointed AG, he said I'm not gonna be a member of the House of Representatives in Florida anymore. He gave up his district and everything. So. But he seems cool about it. Like I said, man, a lot of shit. What you gotta do is, and this is the first time, bro, people are treating a presidential pick like the NFL draft. In the past, nobody really was tracking this shit like that. Now with this guy in, every pick is like news.
So you got a skip too?
I have more here. It says in every city.
Hold on.
It says, in every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
And you see that exactly happening right now. All the empires at the end of the empire, you see them turn on each other.
Yep.
And you see that during the time of the Babylonian Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire.
Remember we did a lesson on the Syrians? The Syrians? Remember they was killing each other inside?
They was killing each other, yeah. First it started with the Assyrians, then the Babylonians took power for 77 years, less than 70 years, and it was infighting there. And then the Medo-Persian Empire, at the end of their empire, infighting. At the end of the Greek Empire, infighting. At the end of the Roman Empire, infighting.
So the assassination thing, it could be real. It could not be real. We don't know. But what we're saying is, in the past, they legitimately tried to kill each other before. So it wouldn't be far-fetched if it was actually.
They was usurping each other's and taking over power. And you got the year of the 4 emperors.
Yeah.
Well, they killed 4 emperors in 1 year.
Damn.
Yeah.
And Vespasian was behind that.
Yeah, because you had Galba, Otho, Vitellius, and Vespasian. Vespasian was a victim.
Vespasian, he wasn't a victim. Vespasian was the one. Vespasian was the one that orchestrated that he can come into power.
Yeah, because he was a victor. He came.
You know what I think about too?
I just said victim, slucky.
No, victor.
This dude Trump. Like, let's say they tried to kill him, right? And he didn't get killed. Well, guess what? Because those were real bullets being shot. People really did get killed that day, right? But check this out. This is just like the time of King Cyrus. Remember when Cyrus was supposed to get put to death?
Yep.
And the Most High intervened to where he didn't get put to death because he had a purpose.
That's right.
So let's see, bro.
Like they tried to kill Andrew Jackson, like Abraham Lincoln, but it was a misfire.
Wow.
Well, not only that, also
kill Reagan
when it gets to Vegas.
What's this guy name again?
Oh, also another thing JFK wanted to do was he didn't want to use U.S. Treasury notes.
And not only that, he
wanted America to have their own money.
He didn't. Yeah, exactly. He didn't want to have nothing to do. He didn't have nothing to do with the war.
Vietnam War. He didn't want to go in Vietnam War.
But that was used to bring the flood the United States with drugs. You know.
He said it. He said there's a shadow government trying to enslave America, and I'm going to do everything to stop it. 1 week later, that nigga brains is
splattered all over the wall. Not over the wall, but all over the car.
But this what proves my point that
The house divided.
Exactly. It can't be they're all in agreement with each other, because then how would that scripture get fulfilled?
Yeah, and he a part of the 13 families, and he didn't follow suit.
And that's why he whacked him. Another guy, McKinley, in the late 1800s, early 1900s, he died 7 days later.
Bro,
they whacked his ass too.
It's not far-fetched for two Rothschilds to beef, bro.
I mean,
it can happen. It's not like holy shit they gotta beef. Nah, brother, the Most High's working on their minds. They could fucking beef. They could want to kill each other. The shit could go down like that.
You got any scriptures?
What do you want me to hear?
Yeah. Bring that out. Yeah, because a lot of these women, even though we off the side, we off that subject, but we still gonna bring it up because a lot of women, they was backing Kamala Harris, and you ask them why? Because she's a woman. That was the only reason why they was backing her, because she's a woman. But now that she's not in power no more, now she's not being in power, and a lot of women, they wanted to use that abortion thing to commit more murder. Like you said, they've been doing that. So why would you need her to commit more murder?
And furthermore, Trump can't ban abortion. Abortion is a state issue.
Exactly.
You have the federal and you have the state. As it stands right now, abortion is a state thing. So he can't come in and say ban abortion or whatever. It's a federal and a state situation, right?
You got to go to Congress and the House of Representatives.
That's a state-by-state thing.
And
yeah.
also, you got to go to and now then, I know what they're trying to do. But they're trying to keep the Biden appointed Supreme Court judges in power. Because each time a president come in, they can appoint. People got to step down. The highest court in the land, the Supreme Court judges, they got to. If Biden put them in power, after 4 years, they got to. I mean, they're 10 years up, unless the next president allows them to stay.
Yeah.
But they have to. But Joe Biden putting these people in there, they're trying to make it whereas Donald Trump cannot take this guy out because he's a big supporter of pro-abortion.
Another thing this dude Trump is trying to do is he's trying to put term limits on Congress.
Yeah.
Now this is the thing too, right? Let's say, which I believe, I think Trump is a pure nationalist. I think he's just like Vladimir Putin. I think he's just like Xi Jinping. He wants America first, America this, America that, right? But Vladimir Putin said something very interesting. He said, I've been through 4 presidents, and they all come with good ideas, till they find out that there are bureaucrats that run their country. Meaning, bureaucrats are people that are like, let's say, billionaire tycoons that can lobby that way and this way. That they're in black suits, you'll never know their names. That manipulate, legislations and stuff like that. So some of these presidents might come with like
good ideas,
but it's
It's now if somebody fund $100 million to your campaign, they ain't just give you that money. They ain't just donate that money to you. You owe them a favor. Mm-hmm. You owe them a favor. If somebody donate $100 million here, $100 million there. Mm-hmm. They want that $100 million money worth, man.
Borrower is subject to the limit.
And it gets even heavier in terms of division because
Servant to the limit.
Let's say this dude Trump gets in like last time, he didn't start any so-called major war. He still bombed the shit out of people, what have you, right?
Yeah.
But he's more like Delta Force. In other words, I'm gonna use a small surgical tool to open you up, right? I'll stage the military on the border, but we're gonna sell Delta in to get the operation done, right? We're not gonna use large troops, right? People like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, we don't like that, right? Because we're gonna get hurt on that. But guess what? He said he's gonna deport 20 million people, right? Allegedly, that's what they say, right? Well, the prison industrial complex, they want that. You see what I'm saying? So you have one elite factions that might say, look, we need more ongoing wars which don't end. And you have another billionaire faction that can say, wait a minute, this guy's gonna lock a lot of people up. That's a lot of money.
It's ours, and like I said, it goes back to the military industrial complex and the private prisons that's owned by these different billionaires that want people to stay locked in. That's how they make their money.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, let's say you a billionaire and you're on the military industrial side, you want Biden, so we can keep
war.
you want these prolonged wars. But I'm on the prison side, I'm hearing, damn, we're gonna have to get 20 million people locked up. I'm gonna fund that. So this is how come, again, that whole division thing, that's how come you had 83 billionaires backing Kamala Harris, but guess what? Trump also had 54 billionaires backing him.
But you also,
you have different interests, bro.
It shows you how women can't manage money. This chick
got $1 billion, another 20 million in debt.
She got $1 billion donated to her, and she wound up with $20 million in debt. How is that?
They told you how she was doing dumb shit. Yeah.
She was just
concerts,
her money, concerts, and
I heard she was spending $20K on ice cream.
I mean, she was just recklessly spending that money, man. And what happened?
She must have thought she was gonna win.
Yeah, so because you got presidents that come into power, they got $500,000 in their bank. But when they leave power, whether it's 4 years or 8 years, they become multi-trillionaire millionaires.
Yeah.
Or maybe close to a trillion.
No, not trillion, brother.
Not trillion.
A million.
They be multi-millionaires.
They make millions.
You had
Hundreds of millions.
You had that woman that was working in Kamala Harris's how you say it, like her cabinet, not her cabinet, but like her campaign was working on her campaign, and she was literally had to call up their donors the day of the election saying we're gonna win, but they they didn't win.
Or the donor, now you got to pay that money. How you gonna pay them people back? They just donated the money and you ain't win.
Mm-hmm.
Read that right there.
Nah, they don't get their money back.
I know
They don't get their money back, bro.
But they don't. But if you
They
become
bet on the wrong horse.
They bet on the wrong, exactly, bro.
But if you become president, they banked on that. When you become president, now you owe me. So now I want this policy passed. I want this policy passed. Don't pass this policy. I don't want you to promote that we got to pay more taxes. Put that on the middle class.
Yo, Elon Musk getting Trump getting Elon Musk, that was huge too, because that dude was a multi-billionaire. He funded the campaign like 100-something million. The so-called Democrats fucked up because this guy, Elon Musk, he was a Democrat. He was a moderate Democrat, right? And he also had Joe Rogan. So they had Elon in Cali, they had Joe Rogan in Cali, but they fucked them. Taxes, all these different restrictions. They left, went to Texas, and when this guy Trump started running and saying he's gonna lease some restrictions and shit like they flipped.
They went right to be
because this dude Elon Musk, he wants to launch rockets, but he has to go to 30, 40 different government agencies. That's how come he's part of something now called DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, and their whole aim is to get rid of a lot of useless spending, right? We have like over 400 different government agencies, right? Now let me break that down for simple terms, right? Let's say me and you we're on a football field, right? There's like 5 refs on the field, right? We're gonna get away with little things, right? We're just playing. Now let's imagine that there's 30 different refs. Every fucking player is gonna get stopped because somebody's gonna catch something. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you can't get shit done. So that's why Elon's like, fuck it, let's cut a lot of these people, and they're gonna do that shit, man.
They're gonna cut a lot of people, cut a lot of these government agencies out.
Yeah.
So they can get the things
You got
done.
government jobs where people don't even go in the office.
That's it.
They just getting fucking paid.
Exactly. Shit. This government's ran like the mafia, man. They extort people. They bring endless wars. They kill people. You know, if you don't play.
You gotta know how to. Well, you gotta know how to, the art of the deal.
That's right.
The art of the deal, like my man Trump said, right? The art of the deal. You gotta know how to fucking make deals, man.
That's right. And Trump is a businessman.
Know how to make deals, bro.
I mean, you gotta know how to make
good
deals.
He got RFK. RFK was running on the independent, and he flipped him to Democrat.
Now.
Because the Democrats turned on RFK.
No. He flipped him to Republican.
He flipped him to Republican, but I'm saying the Democrats turned on.
They flipped on him.
Yeah, because when this dude stepped down, or they didn't step down, it was a coup. They got him out. They didn't even put this guy on the ballot. They just said Kamala Harris is the next.
Yeah, he could have been. He's way better than Kamala. He could have been the president if they wouldn't have flipped on him.
That was infighting right there, because they did a coup against Biden. So Biden said, "Okay, you want to fuck me? I'm going to fuck you." And then he went on X and said, "I'm going to endorse Kamala Harris," knowing she's a fuck up.
And he had a MAGA hat on.
He was pissed about that shit.
Yeah,
he was pissed about that shit.
He's slow, sleepy Joe, but he knew somebody was running a coup on his ass.
Yeah.
Because he's behind a bunch of coups. He know when the coups being ran. He don't ran a couple of coups on people.
You saw that video when Kamala Harris was saying hello to everybody, and Jill Biden is Joe Biden's wife. she was just like this. Like, you know, like you trying to say what up, and I'm just not even fucking looking at you.
Yeah.
She just did that shit, and Kamala just had to sit down because they was tight about that shit. That's
know,
all the Lord, man.
That was all infighting, and for the sole purpose for Donald Trump, the most I could use Donald Trump to do what he's going to do.
Let's get it.
Now, Donald Trump, he's showing the side that he's going to help everybody, but who knows he's going to flip when he come into power, what he's going to do. Who knows? Because after all, he is the role in the reincarnation.
And that Black Swan event, you know what that Black Swan event, the 2021 showed me? The 2021 showed me? That, remember Operation Warp Speed?
Yep.
He said Operation Warp Speed was, we got to get a bunch of these different jabs done ASAP.
Right now.
All right. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of
I was
us.
holding that, that's the spirit.
Huh?
I said that's the spirit, I was holding that.
Cut. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Satan is definitely going to get advantage. It's not going to get advantage of the elect or the hopeful elect because we're not ignorant of his devices. We see how he moves. We see, because we watch, we got our eyes open. We see how this devil works. Yeah. That's why we're able to break down certain things, what's happening within the government, and bring it out to York. Because it's all connected to the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
Everything that we bring out is connected to the scriptures in some kind of way, man.
Yeah, now there's a lot of things the government could say, but like we said, a lot could change in a Black Swan.
That's right.
So part of this whole crypto movement that Trump is pushing, and I mentioned it, he said he doesn't want to do a CBDC. Neither does the Federal Reserve. They don't want to do a CBDC. A CBDC is a central bank digital currency.
But that's not,
Let me-
that don't mean it's not going to happen.
Thank you. Let me finish. The reason they said that, well, Fed Chairman Powell said it because, well, the CBDC does, the government has total control of overseeing all your transactions, right?
Exactly.
China has one, right? China has a CBDC. They had one since 2014. Now, they can't outright say things like that because you have things like X and all these different, like people are going to say, wait a minute, you're trying to do this and that. So they might phrase it a little bit different. They can still do things like tokenize the dollar.
That's right.
Also, two things, right? One, a Black Swan event. Oh, now we got to protect us. We have to do it, right? Because when you give up your liberty for safety, you lose both. Secondly, the RFID chip is a payment system.
Yep.
It's not a currency.
It's the
In
payment
other
system.
words, people are using RFID chip right now, and it's not CBDC. So the chip could still happen even if they don't go that route. Because it's a payment. It's a payment system.
It's a payment system.
And they could tokenize the dollar.
It's set up to have you pay your payments. It's set up for you to not use have paper documents. Everything is gonna be on that chip.
You know when you grab your phone and you pay for something, right?
You don't have to do that no
Your
more.
phone is not a currency. The NFC in it is a payment system.
That's right. There's a system that's within that
Yeah.
to allow you to identify yourself, pay your bills, open doors. You know, this everything that you could do. You know, it's on that. Right
It's
there.
a digital ledger.
Exactly.
When you look up something called a digital ledger, it's pretty much a digital. It's a ledger. It's a ledger saying this is what I own, but digitally. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that for brothers that cause they, if you look it up and you see Trump say he's not going to do CBDC, and you look up Fed Chairman Powell say we're not going to do CBDC, you have to factor in a Black Swan event, which will change the narrative, and you can also factor the fact that the chip doesn't need the CBDC to function. It doesn't need it. It doesn't need it. It can still function. You can still pay and do all this types of shit without it.
Exactly.
All right. You finished? I got something.
Yeah, I'm finished.
Revelations 3:18. It says, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see.
That's about the elect, man. Being on point. Yeah. Having them fully girt with them, with this truth, man. You won't be taken by the craftiness of these devils, man.
Yeah.
They are definitely crafty, man.
Well, anointing your eye with eye salve, right? Spiritually.
See.
Exactly.
Spiritually, to use spiritual discernment on everything that's around you, man.
Yeah. A lot of things we say, we speak as a man. We're speaking as a man. We think this might happen, that might happen. A lot of things we know, it's gonna happen. We
spiritually discerned.
Exactly.
gotta have your eyes open spiritually to understand what's going on, man.
Yeah,
That's
like-
when you have to measure the time. So
Like we just did with this World War III situation. The reason we're not saying it's going to be World War III is because we know the scriptures tell us that the chip has to come first. But now we can say, speaking as a man, we think Ukraine and Russia is doing this and that because of such and such.
because we know that in order for this to kick off, people be damned because they have to they have to pledge their allegiance to Esau and this government, man. And how you do that? By taking that off with the microchip, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's nice. I know. That's the last major prophecy, man.
That's
And there
right.
we are. But the Most High is staging everything. You know, when you're in the distribution, you say, "Let me stage this here. We're gonna work on it late." The Most High is staging all the pieces together, man. The Most High is staging all the pieces together.
Yep.
We are some.
And that's how you know, man, that everything is the Most High staging everything, man. The Most High, everything how He want it right now. Everything is working how the Most High want it. Nothing that's happening without the Lord's approval, man. The Lord's approval. Everything that's happening right now, even down to Donald Trump being elected, even down to Elon Musk taking over X.
Twitter. It used to be Twitter. Yep.
Twitter and naming it X. Everything is working how the Lord wanted it to work, man. There's nothing that's not being approved by Yahweh Shai. Everything is being approved by Him. He works both sides. The dual nature of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is in effect, man.
Yo, and this dude saying, on them platforms, he wants to change it to where he wants to pretty much say he wants to make YouTube and shit like that like X, where you can't just get taken down like that by the, man.
Oh, cutting that censorship.
I thought he'd be able to do that with
Yeah,
YouTube. YouTube is just far out, man.
Yeah, he said, yeah, it's
I mean,
it's because it's Google.
and
Remember?
you know the crazy thing?
Go ahead, bro.
They banning people. I mean, they giving you strikes that you put up a video
4 years
a year
ago.
and a half ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It was fit to be up there 3 years ago, but now all of a sudden you give me a strike?
They're
What's that about, man?
they're gonna fuck themselves because you know what it is, bro. Once people get a taste of X, of free speech and seeing shit up, guess what you do? You stop using the other shit.
Yeah, exactly. And you know something else?
It's gonna hurt your
The
pockets.
X videos ain't that long.
But let me tell you something. If
No, they could be, bro. You can watch a 2-hour video on X, bro.
But I'm saying, but the thing is, if Elon Musk allow you to upload videos,
Ooh, it's over.
YouTube is done.
It's done. It's over.
If you could upload videos, see, that ain't happened yet. And we spoke about that last week at the end of camp. If Elon Musk allow videos to be uploaded on X, forget it, bro. Forget it.
It's over.
Everything is over. The game is going to change.
Yeah.
You can be able to put up videos and don't get banned. You can be able to put up videos and
Man.
say what you want. You
On
don't have to
adults,
worry
right?
about
Yeah.
using acronyms. You know what I'm saying? Like the CB,
Yo,
the CHIP.
people on X is like, yo, this dude Trump came in, the whole woke movement, that shit it got fucked. Cause you saw that shit with Jaguar.
Yeah.
Jaguar, they tried to release that ad. Everybody's not fucking with it. They were like, yo,
Jaguar, right? Me. That's it.
no, not Jaguar, right? The car company, Jaguar.
Yeah.
They made that ad and it's like a bunch of trannies in it. You don't see no cars. People are like, what the fuck is this? But back like in 2015 when that whole woke shit was started, and people wanted to say this is some dumb shit, but they couldn't. You just get banned. Now, everybody's saying fuck this woke shit, fuck all that. You got that first trans person in Congress, and in Congress they're like, yo, this is a fucking man with a wig on. A man's a man, a woman's a woman. You're not allowed to use a bathroom. That's what I'm saying. The whole fucking tide has just changed, bro.
This shit started back when Obama came into power. He legalized gay marriage and all that shit. So then,
Because moderate Democrats, they weren't. A moderate Democrat is not with gay marriage. But then they changed and it became progressive leaning.
because when this dude he allowed it to happen because of the fact that it was going to turn over to Joe Biden, and Joe Biden made it worse.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy, man.
Yeah, because not every Democrat is with the so-called alphabet move. Because you have moderate Democrats,
You got the
it's just like you have moderate Republicans and far right. But what happened was this is how they fucked themselves. Joe Biden was a moderate Republican that had to play progressive. Kamala was a Democrat. Kamala was a progressive Democrat that had to run moderate, and they fucked themselves because they was losing their audience, right?
people was like, what is this?
Yeah, because you have people that are so-called pro-Palestine, but she couldn't run saying free Palestine because she had to also get them Israel. So they fucked themselves. But man, if this dude if we able to upload on X, bro,
It's over.
it's lit.
So we're going to end up with this, you know. Who knows what's going to happen in 2025? Only the Lord knows, man. But we're looking forward to it and with great anticipation. So with that, we're going to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak,
Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the great millstone. Shalom. Lord willing, next week.
Shalom.